Well, good day, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Gator Wesley Bios. Today on the show, we have Caitlin. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me. This is exciting. I'm excited.
Oh, no problem. So let's go ahead and start off by having you tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Caitlin, as you said. I'm currently a junior at UF. I'm a music major. My instrument is percussion. I also play a little bit of piano. I march drum corps. A lot of music in my life.
So can you tell us where you are from?
I'm from Cocoa, right across from Orlando, Cocoa Beach area. Everybody's heard of Cocoa Beach, but not really Cocoa.
Can you tell us a little bit about growing up in Cocoa?
It was awesome. Went to the beach a lot. That was probably the coolest thing out there. The Space Center's right there. My dad worked there. It's close to all the theme parks in Orlando. It's a really nice area.
And as you did mention, your father did work at NASA. Can you explain a little bit about your father and your family, your background?
Yeah. My dad made the tiles that go on the shuttle. He was like one of 5 people, so that was a really cool job. Like, bring your kid to work day was awesome.
Fascinating.
And, yeah, my mom works at a hospital on the beach. I have a little brother. That's about it. No pets. Used to have a cat.
So what kind of early education did you receive? Private, public?
Actually, I did go to a private school. Like, it was tied with my church, so that's where I basically grew up. And my family's still there, so.
So what kind of extracurricular activities and events were you involved in your early education, elementary, middle, high school, and of that nature?
Well, I did a lot of music, as I said. Like, I started out in piano and then started playing percussion like in middle school, and I did a lot of sports in high school. I ran cross country. That was probably like my favorite thing to do was run. It was a good outlet for stress, or just a lot of my friends ran it, so it was really fun.
How long did you do running?
Well, I started my junior year, so I only did it 2 years, but I've been doing it ever since. So I started late, but it's still something I like to do.
And you did mention that you were involved musically in your early education, and you did do band and stuff of that nature. Can you explain a little bit more about that?
Well, I played piano like all throughout elementary, middle, and high school. Did a lot of stuff with piano. I really miss it. I'm glad I'm happy to be playing with Maranatha. And percussion, I started like in 7th grade, did marching band all 4 years in high school. I did Gator band the first year here. And now I'm a music major, so I play percussion all the time. And then I did drum corps this past summer, and I'm going to do it again this summer. I'm really excited for that, to start back up.
So what kind of marching program did your high school have? Was it more of a classical, more of a contemporary? Can you explain a little bit about that?
It was probably a little bit of both. We had, I was on drumline, so we had a little front ensemble, but I was always in drumline for all 4 years. And then here I was in drumline at UF, but in drum corps I'm in the front ensemble. So it's a little bit different.
And as you know, you did choose the University of Florida as your school, correct?
Yes.
And what made you choose University of Florida over the many different universities and colleges in the state of Florida?
I have to say it all came down to a basketball game. I auditioned here my senior year of high school and went to the South Carolina game that year, and it turned out to be the biggest game of the season. They still show highlights from it at all the basketball games today. So as soon as we went to that game, my mom always jokes that that's when I became a Gator.
And you did say you are involved in the marching band at UF, correct?
Well, just my freshman year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? How was that experience?
It was awesome to be on the field in front of like 90,000 people that were all excited to be a part of UF. That was just a crazy feeling. It took up a lot of your time, but it was worth it every Saturday to be on the field in front of everybody.
And as you mentioned, you did say you did that in your freshman year. What year are you in school?
I'm a junior. This is my 3rd year.
And you did say you decided to go to music as your major, correct?
Right, yeah.
And what exactly do you wish to do with that?
Hopefully, my dream job would be to play in an orchestra somewhere, but I would love to teach too. Like, wherever God takes me, I guess, is where I'll end up.
Indeed. If you were to choose a style of music to be playing, what style would you want to play?
I definitely love orchestral. Like, our Wind Symphony is playing at Carnegie Hall with the New York Phil's principal trombonist in a week or 2 weeks. Nikki's going to be there too. So that's just that would be my dream to be able to do that all the time.
And if you had to choose a specific percussion instrument, which one would you choose? What is your instrument?
That's a tough question. It'd probably be marimba. That's what I'm playing this summer in drum corps. So I'd probably be marimba as of right now.
Can you tell us what marimba is for some of our viewers who don't know what that is
Well,
particularly?
whenever anyone asks me, I always say, do you know what a xylophone is? And they usually say yes. And I just say, well, it's a giant xylophone. That's basically what it is.
And you did mention you are playing with the Maranatha Choir, correct?
Yes.
And you are involved in Gator Wesley. Can you explain a little bit about how you got started in Gator Wesley and what you are involved in now?
Yeah. Last year, my roommate was like, hey, I found out about this church. I was wondering if you wanted to go with me. And I was like, yeah, let's go check it out. So we came to one of the social events, and I walked in the door, and they're like, hey, First person I met was Catherine, and they said, "What's your major?" And I was like, "Music." They're like, "What do you play?" I was like, "Drums." And they're like, "We need drummers." So it like worked out perfectly. So I started in the band right away, and that was always awesome. And now I'm on leadership, and I'm going to be living here next year. So getting more involved as time goes on, and it's really exciting.
And as I have already mentioned, and you have mentioned, you are involved in the Maryland Choir. Can you explain a little bit about that and what you've got involved in?
Yeah, I'm playing the piano for the first time this semester, and I'm really excited. First performance Sunday. I think it's going to be awesome. And Maranatha just always impresses me. Like, it's just such a good group of people singing that with few rehearsals, like once a week, it's just awesome what they can do with such little time. So I'm excited.
And what can you say you have drawn from Gator Wesley?
It's definitely had an impact on me. I love the people here. I love the community here. It's just, I haven't found a community like that anywhere else in churches that I was trying to find when I came to Gainesville. Like, this place is definitely one of a kind.
And as you mentioned earlier, you said you are going to New York. And what do you all hope to be doing with that? And can you explain a little bit more about that in detail?
Yeah, we played about 2 years ago with Joe Leslie. That's a trombonist for the New York Phil. He came down here and we recorded a CD with him. And, it was always in the works that we were going to end up going to New York, but it was kind of like, oh, maybe the next year, maybe the next year. And now it's like we're going. We're going in a week. We're going to be there for 4 or 5 days. We're going to have a few rehearsals. We're going to have a lot of free time to just explore the city. And we're part of, I think, like a day-long festival, and we're like in the night portion, so that's pretty awesome. And we're going to be playing with Joe Leslie will be there, and we'll be playing 4 pieces. And it's open for anyone to go to, and it's going to be at Carnegie Hall. So it's really, really exciting. That's like a dream place to perform at. So I'm super, super excited.
And what do you hope to get out of this experience?
Um, Man, just it's once in a lifetime. Like, how many people say that they've gotten to play at Carnegie Hall? Like, it's just amazing. It still doesn't hit me that we're going, so I'm really excited.
And it does sound like music has played a big part in your life and also the lives of the people that you've been around. And we're getting to the end of our show, and I want to thank you for coming on the show again.
Oh, thanks. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. In the last few moments, is there anything that you would like to tell people they should know, should already know, or that you would like people to know about you?
Oh, man. I love Gator Wesley, if I haven't said that yet. This is the place to be. I'm super happy to be here and be a part of the community here. And I guess I said everything about me. Music is a big part of my life. So,
Well, alrighty then. Thank you for coming on the show. And this has been the Gator Wesley Bios, produced by James Jordan and produced on location at the Gator Wesley Foundation, which is a campus ministry of the United Methodist Church that services the University of Florida and the Santa Fe College. Tune in next time when we have more stories, more people, and more Gator Wesley Bios. Thank you and good day.